Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome to Can't Catch a Break. I am DJ and Dr. Charlene Johnson. We can't catch a break. I am DJ.
Sweet, I'm so tired you see me this way. I'm sick and then sweet, I'm so tired sweet, I'm so tired you see me this way. And from human see me this way. Sweet, I'm so tired sweet, I'm so tired you see me this way.
Hey guys, I have 3 questions for you today.
Sweet, I'm so tired
Are you
sweet, I'm so tired you see me this way. See me this way. Sweet, I'm so tired sweet, I'm so tired you see me this way.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome to Can't Catch a Break. How everybody's doing out there? I'm DJ and Dr. Charlene Johnson coming to you this hour. Yes, there's a lot of things to talk about. Yes, it is in this day and time we live in. So I want to thank you all for subscribing. We'll hear your feedback. It's very important. We'd love to hear your feedback. Yes. We're here to speak the truth, the knowledge. We're here to speak facts. We're not here to judge anyone. We're not here to put people down when it comes to telling the truth. We're here to just tell the truth so people can wake up. That's what we're doing. So thank you all for listening to Can't Catch a Break. Yes, thank you. I'll give you a good appreciate you all. As you can see, our issues, what we deal with when we talk about niches, our niches is talk about issues. That's where we at right now. That's why we haven't been on video, but we want to talk about things on audio so that people listen. And listening is very important and part of communication. When you share knowledge, when you understand what you're talking about, and you don't make this up. You get your facts straight. You share knowledge, and someone else has taught you down the line how important sharing knowledge and communicating is very important. So thank you all again. Really appreciate you. Those that's taking out their busy schedule at work or at home, or just having to listen to this station. Like I said, this podcast is designed to talk about issues, talk about things that affect us as human beings while we're living on this earth. hmm We see it as a Christian standpoint of view, and we see it as those that are non-Christians, you know, that everybody here is dealing with something. You're dealing with something. You can't escape it. No matter who you are, you can't escape this. This is hitting home. Um, Back in the 1970s, 80s, when I was born, when I was raised, we see, it wasn't more technology, more advanced and all that like it is today. There's a lot of things that people were in. We had some kids that were more fortunate, some wasn't. We see the ups and downsides of living. We've seen poverty. We've seen things. They always say go to school, get your education. And for some, we saw some that didn't do that. You know, but yet we saw some that did go further in life. Until now, we see now it's like a setback. Now we see this the system, the churches. The churches and the people and the money and the greed and the power is taken up. Even in the when it comes to treating people equal, we see people being neglected, in the areas. Especially right now, we in a crisis in the White House. You invest your money, you don't even know if your money is going to be any good. The way things are happening right now, 401k saving plans and all that, who knows, could be wiped out any day now. What we're seeing right now is that because of greed and power, this is what, if you're a Bible reader, if you're a Christian, this is what the Bible talks about destruction. Yeah. And this is what we see what happening. So I just want to share with you something very important today. thank you once again for listening to Can't Catch a Break. We really appreciate you, me and Dr. Sharp from the bottom of our heart. We really just glad for you listening. We're here to just talk about things that's gonna move us forward. We want to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. Now, when we look at what's happening right now, we're talking about people. We're talking about children. We're talking about seniors. We're talking about things. I know the church says, well, you shouldn't. No, we should because we hear. This is things that affect us. Yes, you work a job. Okay, you get paid. All of a sudden, you've been working that job for a long time. You don't have a job. See, all right, because the church is not going to pay your bills either. You know, you got to work if you want to eat. Yeah. So when we look at that, let's talk about uh, this thing. These investments, and this federal spending, and what's taking place right now. What we see. Uh, we look at what's going on. Uh, what's going on. I mean, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Yes, yeah, yes. So I just wanted to share that. What's going on. I mean, it's kind of hesitate. You kind of think about stuff. You see the children right now. You see what's taking place. What's happening right now. Okay, what's taking place right now. Um, how things are happening right now. What's taking place. I'm saying over and over. Yeah, but it's real though. It's real. This is serious, y'all. This is serious because it's affecting people, especially the children and the seniors. When I think of your grandparents, and I think of I think of the what's happening right now, what we're dealing with. You see, right now we're dealing with a shortage. We're dealing with society being people are being cut short from their jobs. Children, at one time had a strong start. Now we're seeing that being taken away. We see a ministry, a government that don't care for the rich, for the billionaires. We see the things that's happening right now. We see the people that you elected in office or you voted for, the ones they don't care nothing about you, about people and all. All they do is want to get rich, and they bow down to their dictator. Yes, they scared of them. They're worried about their salaries. You see that. You see it. And there's no many shows that are talking about what's going on. But there's laws in the land here. It's supposed to be obeyed under the Constitution. But you see what happened. It's like, wow. I mean, the laws is weak here when you think of it. Because if it was, well, checks and balances, all this stuff that's going on, if stuff could be put to a stop. But it's not. So you got people in there right now cutting programs. We never seen this where we had someone come in that's a billionaire from a car company and able to go into people's files from the Treasury Department. We've seen all this. This has never happened. It's unconstitutional. We think about the committees. You see this Project 2025. You see he lied, y'all. He lied. But he lied. He said he didn't write the book and all that, and then he wound up hiring the guy from the Office Budget and Management. Who's the one that read it. So he lied his way in. He wanted to get back in, and you see what he's doing right now. You think he's the boss. You can't touch him. You can't be touched. He think he's bigger than God to me, the king that can't be touched. But we gotta realize something that we pray for him, that God will change his heart, his mind, and his soul, because he don't want God to get a hold to him. See, that's the thing is, and you hear people, uh, you know, what's going. We're seeing a lot of things is happening. People are being disloyal when it comes to the law on the cabinets, put together. just to get a nominate. They won't tell the truth when it comes to certain things. You see our Republicans that's in the Senate. They don't they don't care. They for him. Okay, and we are in going to a recession. I don't care what no one says. The Bible talks about this, about what the fool does. This is the fool. The Bible calls it a fool. The fool has said in his heart, "There's no God." When you look at it, the things is what's going on. When you start taking away from Medicaid and uh, children's health care insurance, SNAP programs. Think about it. Back in the 70s, 80s, you had the minorities and those was less fortunate. They were struggling back then, right? The Department of Education stuff. You see the programs, the money wasn't there. They were struggling to go to school, and social services programs were invented and all that to help kids. But now these programs and stuff is being taken away. And for those that voted for him because y'all didn't want a woman in, that's okay, okay, all right, okay, because of what she stood for, and but it, God is the judge. You gotta look at it like that. And we see that we know all things are wrong. Tell me what perfect person in this world. There's nobody in this world perfect. Remember, the only one was Jesus Christ. So you have a lot of people that are actually, some people that are actually uh, uh, calling right wrong and wrong right when you how they treat people. Okay, it's wrong because you don't take away from people because you don't like what they do. Okay, especially as Christians, we pray for people. Okay, we pray for people, and don't judge people when just because have that bitterness to grow up where you just don't like people. That's not as a Christian, that's not of Christ. We When you read John in the Bible, the fourth chapter, third, fourth chapter, you in the book of John, you read that how Jesus and the Samaritans and the Jews, how they didn't get along, but Jesus came. Okay, he had to come through there and talk to them about that because he wanted them to get along with love. He wanted them to prove that he showed them he was the true Messiah. Jesus is all about love. But what we in society right now, our kids, the children, special needs programs, disabled programs, you see food programs being cut. Yeah, it's unless someone steps up, they have hearts. Unless someone steps up, we're gonna see America slipping into apostasy. We're gonna see America, yeah, right wrong and wrong right. We're gonna see the greed. You're gonna see how countries are going to turn on America when it comes to tariffs. We see that now. Canada, China. You see the things that are happening. They're doubling prices for the farmers. Farmers, I mean, really, everything's gonna be so sky high. People ain't gonna be afford. People gonna have to be losing their homes. Their jobs have been cut already. Programs and from even to the IRS and things have been cut, downsizing the Department of Education to my waste, fraud, and abuse. But at the same time, though, you still need workers there to cover people. You know, because with not enough help, then the money that you allocated for to make, you ain't gonna allocate it because you didn't cut this half of the staff. To get back to the taxpayers, you gotta look at stuff like this, but they don't care. Um, you know, the children, you know, half of the children's spending is 57%. It went towards the Medicaid, CHIP, SNAP, Head Start, and uh, these are things they want to cut. They want to cut. I mean, putting children at risk. You know, 60 billion from SNAP, 135 billion from Medicaid, uh, ETC, 114 billion EITC, 56 billion chips, 15 billion Head Start, 12 billion and Tank, 13 billion, and all other programs, 289 billion when we look at it. See, the thing is, we're gonna see that the child tax credit, the nutritional programs and all that, the needy families and stuff will be suffering. Um, why? That's why the voters need to go out. The churches need to go out and call their congressmen, call their senators, go out and talk to them. You know, if you care, you have a heart for children, seniors, people like that, then you need to call your senator, your congressperson, and tell them and talk to them about that because, you know, when you look at what's going to happen to Head Start programs and SNAP programs, when you look at all this cuts, yeah, it's going to be a disaster, you know. And we're going to go right into a recession, and those in the NASDAQ, the stock market, all those, it's going to crash. I mean, really, yeah. The 6 month deal here, what's going on right here, that's still, they ain't going to do no good because right now there's money that they don't have, what they're trying to do to, better, make them richer. That's all. I mean, so the churches need to get together. Y'all need to stick together. Y'all need to go out, talk to your congressman, your senator, and talk to them about these children, these seniors, healthcare, these things that is a vital importance to survival. It's a vital importance to survival. You know, these programs, childhood poverty, reducing childhood poverty, okay, the very young children, think about it, you know, I mean, it's a shame. You cut science programs, pandemic, COVID-19, scientist programs, healthcare, when you look at that, the people that you got need to be qualified. They ain't qualified. Some of them ain't. They're loyalists. They're loyalists to Trump. They'll go out to people because he tells them to go out there. But the senators need to call them back when they do that. When they go out to people for political purposes, for someone to get back vengeance, then there should be a hearing on those directors, the attorney generals, anyone that goes after people because they was obeying the law and they follow the law and they need to be investigated. Yes, they need to do that. You got so many judges right now are being fired. Respected generals being fired. Some people that are Republicans that uphold the rule of law refuse to take the twist the law. Okay, and that's what we at. So we need to just find ways. I mean, it's gonna be a time coming when we have to help people, young and old. Kids ain't gonna have those meals and those programs, and they're gonna be without. They ain't gonna have all that. But what can we do as a people? Come together, no matter what color or race you are, come together because we're going to economic downfall. We have Russia, we have who really Russia don't want to run a treaty. You hear it on the news. They don't want to do it. And you have Ukraine and that country's there, people are losing their lives and they've been treated wrong. They're being treated wrong. All because of money and greed, because of minerals. But yeah, they need help. And yet the United States is just waiting to get those minerals, and then who knows what's going to happen when they get those minerals and stuff. Who knows if they're going to protect from Russia? Russia will come invade. Who knows? It's gonna be something, y'all. So this recession is gonna happen. It's coming. I'm not here to scare nobody, but I'm telling you what the Bible. If you're for Christians, this is what the Bible talks about when it comes to greed, power, and cold hardness. When it comes to worshiping a dictator, when it comes to those things, we're gonna see what's happening. We're gonna see schools and we're gonna see a lot of businesses close, companies that can't afford close down. A lot of companies are gonna lose their businesses. A bunch of companies are gonna lose their businesses because they can't afford it. The tariffs, they can't afford it. hmm We just gave a guy from Tesla $600 million on another contract, but yeah, he's cutting programs. Why? Why? Why are they doing that? Well, these people are suffering. But call your senator, call your, and for the Christians, pray. Pray against all this evil. This is cold-hearted evil. Cold-hearted evil. This is something that the Bible talks about what's taking place. So thank you all for listening to Can't Catch a Break. I'm DJ. I just wanted to talk about how the children will be affected here, the seniors, with these cuts coming. HUD, discrimination from HUD, an African American man who's running HUD, who's cutting programs for the low income, how he's putting kids out in the cold. Y'all better pay attention to this stuff. All because of a loyal, they want to be loyalists to a dictator king. I call them. I have my constitutional rights. We have the right to speak. We have the constitutional right. Justice matters. Justice matters. Constitution is here for you, no matter how much money you got. The Constitution says what you can't do, what you can do. It's the law, and people have to learn the Constitution, know your laws, know your rights. Yes, read your books. So when you get approached one day about it, you can go right into the law. You can go right into the books. You can go right into what the Constitution says. Okay. All right. Well, thank you all for listening. I really appreciate you all. Thank you. 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 I have to say thank you. Cheering you because you're gonna make it. Everybody's gonna make it. No matter what's going on, we just believe and hope for all families and loved ones and teenagers and young people and those that don't have a parent in the home, that's still in foster care and all that. We praying for you. We just want the best for you as people. We are not sick people. America is not sick people. There's good people in America. There's people that love people. Yes, love prevails any day. Love's outweigh good outweigh evil any day, no matter where it's coming from. It won't win. It ain't gonna win. It can't win because God doesn't want it. He doesn't like it. Just keep praying, people. Keep praying. All right. Well, thank you all for listening. You can subscribe. Tell us what you think. I just wanted to share some passionate moments because this is something that's going to affect many people from all around the states out there throughout America. It's going to affect people, change lives. It's going to hurt people. The American dream, people want it. And some just, was fortunate to get started. And now look what's happening. It's being taken away. Yeah, so pray. Pray. Put God first, everybody. Put God first. Put God first. You know, people ain't perfect. Just pray for them. Don't listen to what people say about, because of personal lifestyle. But we know the Bible, but at the same time, we have to pray for them. That's what we got to get across. Can't be like that. It ain't God. Okay? We're supposed to be lovers to each other, helping one another, praying for each other, encouraging one another as Christians. That's what we're supposed to do. And those that don't know, I'm not trying to put my religion on anyone, but those that don't know God, we still love them too. We have to do that. That's what makes the world strong. That what makes people unite, come together, in spite of color differences, where you come from. You know, it brings people together, and we gonna need each other. We gonna need each other. It's coming, y'all. And these last 3 years are coming. We gonna need. People gonna have to step up. People gonna have to start. Hey, go out there with and signs and peaceful protests. They did it back in the '60s. They did it. So, well, thank you all. Excuse me. But what? Thank you all. Y'all have a good day. So, all right. All right. All right. All right. Please subscribe. Tell us what you think. Yes, and many podcasts are out here. Hope you hear me because Yeah, it affects us all. It affects us all. Yes, it does. The FCC and all that. Yeah, the government want to tap into that. You want to stop a lot of things and fund the rich, the AIs, and those big companies, those foreigners that's coming over here taking everything. Yeah, the billionaires. Y'all better pay attention. It's coming. It's coming like never before. All right, so keep your head up. You are somebody. You are somebody. Remember that. You are somebody. Laugh, 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 laugh. Have yourself a good time. Keep your head up. That's right. That's right. Enjoy yourself. All right. Thank you all. Please subscribe. Tell us what you think.
So tired, every dog must have his day.
Let's do this.